Hello. You're listening to Questboard, a podcast where we make up random side quests. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Tiffany. And just so you know, we are not professional writers in any way, shape, or form. At least we don't claim to be. We just really like tabletop RPGs. And we do this for fun.
That's right. Hey, Tiff.
What?
I think this is adult conversation time or day. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
No, we're just going to have one of those topics where it's just like, oh yeah, this is an adult thing.
A thing that adults do.
Yes.
Not for adult ears only.
No.
Because we're not that kind of podcast.
Unless down in the comments.
If you
I might be by
Questboard,
myself. I might be by myself.
If you want Questboard After Dark, leave me out.
Oh my god, that should be our sister podcast.
Yeah.
Night Quest.
Night Quest.
Anyway. So, recently across the U.S. and all that stuff, as the time of this recording, we've been experiencing like heat waves and all that stuff. It sucks. I hate the heat. I really hate it.
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
It's way too hot for me and all that stuff. I
like
was
heat.
I was complaining about this to like a coworker of mine, and they're like, "Oh, you should get like bamboo bed sheets, like those bamboo fiber bed sheets and all that."
Oh yeah,
stuff.
bamboo fabric is great. We have bamboo sheets.
So yesterday I ordered bamboo sheets. I got them yesterday, and so then last night I slept with actual like bamboo bed sheets.
Yeah.
One, holy crap, it's nice and cool. I'm a big advocate of like bamboo replacing a lot of things.
Oh yeah, bamboo is so renewable and it's practically a weed.
Yes, it's super easy to grow. But yeah, two, if you like a nice cool bed, this is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
There was times where I'm laying down and then you slowly like heat up your spot, and then you know when you like shift your legs to a nice cooler spot.
Yeah.
And then like 5 minutes later, if you shift back, it's back to cool on that old spot. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
But the best thing, which is a stupid best thing, that I loved about this, like the fitted sheet that goes over the mattress,
Okay.
is like it's designed to actually go over the corner so it sits underneath the mattress.
Mm-hmm.
But it has one of those built-in like elastic things to make sure it stays over the cover.
Oh,
or
it has
corner.
an extra strap?
Like, because with my old sheets I had to do this. Did your parents ever give you like that thing that's you hook up to it so that it makes sure that the corner stays like hooked up, that it?
Yeah, it snaps on like suspenders.
Yeah, and it's for the under the corners of the
Oh yeah,
mattress.
no, I have those on my bed
so
now.
it's got a built-in one.
Nice.
But also what's the best thing ever is on those corners, for two of the corners, it has words on it that says long edge this way, short edge this way.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I'm like, this is the best invention ever, was it telling me which one was the short edge and which one was the long edge.
I need you to send me a link to the sheets you got. Or
You will be too cold in that bed.
no, because I have a heated mattress pad underneath if I get too cold.
Okay, fine. I will send you a link to this. It was through Amazon.
I need that in my life.
But I that was the best thing ever, was me seeing that. I'm like, I was trying to put it on. I'm like, oh my god, it tells me which
That's
edge.
like revolutionary. You know how many times
You get it wrong? Yes.
it's like we have a queen size bed. It's hard to tell. A king size, that's fine. That's a square. No, we have a queen size, so it's slightly smaller on one side.
I have a queen size as well.
Yeah, no, when I had a twin, easy to figure out. Queen? But I have figured out that apparently my wingspan is a queen size bed. At least if I can hold the two corners of the sheet, I've got the short side. Yeah.
Or if you get these new sheets, it'll just
Exactly.
tell
I
you.
won't need to do that anymore. I won't be a guessing game. And oh my gosh, I'm amazed.
Yeah, I told you, this is adult conversation.
I know. It's like kids would be like, the heck are they even talking? Why do you care about this? I'm like, no, you don't understand.
When you get older and you have to, by the way, wash your sheets every once in a while.
Oh, yes, please.
If you want company over that would share a bed, wash those sheets. I think that's the best advocate for that.
Yeah.
Besides the whole that like amazing quality of life thing,
That sounds so wonderful.
it really does feel comfortable like having bamboo sheets and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Did it come with pillowcases?
Yes, it did.
And a top sheet?
Yes, everything but the comforter.
Okay. We don't use a top sheet because my husband murders it in his sleep, so.
I mean, I don't know what he does. I don't know if your husband turns into a werewolf in the middle of the night, but you know.
Rotisserie chicken.
A rotisserie chicken?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, top sheets get kicked to the bottom of the bed, whether or not I'm holding on to them.
That's something you figure out on
Yeah.
your own, but I just want to say how much I love bamboo sheets now.
We have some bamboo towels. Quite fluffy. Absolutely love them. I used to have a bamboo jacket. It was one of my favorites until, unfortunately, I gained weight and it didn't fit anymore. But it was so
That
comfortable
might
when
be
I
one
did
of the
have it.
good motivations to lose weight.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, I had that same like thing with my jeans,
Yeah.
because how expensive jeans are and all that.
Oh my gosh, it's so
When
annoying.
I started gaining weight because I picked up a desk job,
Right?
they started getting tighter and tighter, and I was like starting to think about getting new jeans and spend a bunch of money.
Right?
But then luckily something else happened that caused me to start a diet, and then I started losing weight. I'm like, perfect, I don't have to spend more money.
I have a lot of motivation to lose weight, and I'm currently working on it and have recently switched to a different, more active job. So,
Hopefully that works.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was it on the banter. I
Yep.
think this just like is a lot shorter compared to last week's. So
I mean, bamboo sheets. Who knew?
yeah, bamboo everything.
It's like it literally grows like a weed because it is one.
Yes. Will that replace the timber industry? Probably not, because
No, we still need houses. Although you can technically build houses out of bamboo too.
yeah.
Eh?
No, the timber industry would lobby against that.
Oh heck yeah. And besides, nothing beats like a good like oak desk or something like that, you know, like a good slab of wood.
I'm just saying there's a lot of things that bamboo could replace. I'm not saying everything.
Right. I actually
But we could reduce the amount of trees cut down every year unnecessarily when
Yes.
we could just replace it with a bamboo.
like right now at home I have, instead of plastic cutlery, I have bamboo cutlery.
Yeah.
So it's not good for fabric. Not just good for fabric, it's good for many things.
This episode is not brought to you by bamboo.
Although, if you want to sponsor us.
Oh, I would take that sponsorship so fast.
Bamboo the plant or Bamboo Labs, the 3D print company?
Both, because
Yeah.
I would love to be able to print some Trench Crusade minifigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bamboo of any kind.
Yes, any kind.
We like you.
Shout out. Anyways, we are doing a monster spotlight.
Yes.
Speaking of things that you could possibly 3D print
Yeah.
miniatures for monsters, and we're doing monster spotlight.
Mm-hmm. Always handy.
Perfect segue. I'm gonna cut out that first. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, we have our list of the original 5th edition monsters.
Yep. All. How many pages is this? Like, it goes to 340 on my list of pages of things. It's 100 monsters, and some of them have variants.
200.
200. You're right. 200. So roll me a d4 to see which list we're doing.
I got 2, so that'll be 1.
Yep,
the
first list. So now roll a d100.
Wow.
Those of you listening may not know this, but one of his dice has fallen onto the
It actually
floor,
jumped out of the tray.
and he's currently unable to reach it. So I must get up now and go get it for him.
I am keeping that number because I did see what I rolled. And
I saw it too.
It was a 0.
It was a double
So
zero.
That means I got 1.
You got a 1.
Yeah, that's why I want to keep it.
Okay, so here's the funny thing. That is actually a playable species. We have not hit a playable species yet on this. I put them in because they're in the book. But you have rolled the Aarakocra.
So we're just going to be like, it could be based off like bandits or Aarakocras or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Or like the quest giver could be an Aarakocra, or it's an Aarakocra.
Okay. Wow, they got a lot.
I mean, yeah.
I'm just going to TLDR a lot of this. Enemies of elemental evil in service of the Wind Dukes of Aqua. AAQA.
Aqua?
No, that usually implies there's a U in there, doesn't it? Because it's Aqua.
Aka.
Aka.
Aka. They're bird people, aren't they?
What happens if like Aarakocras get comments like, that's our word, you can't use that word. Anyways, Aarakocra scouts the plains in search of temples of the elemental evil. So they're against evil elementals.
Well, they're listed as neutral good.
And they're still good. That's where it's the good evil alignment part. So they're on the good side.
Mm-hmm.
Search of the 7 shards, the Wind Dukes of Aka, came from a race of elemental beings called the Vaati, Vaati,
I've heard
which
of
once ruled many worlds. A creature known as the Queen of Chaos rose, initiated the interplanar war against the Vaati rule. There's a lot of lore in this.
Yeah.
In the battle against the Queen's greatest general, the Miska, the Wolfspire, was a Vaati killed Miska by thrusting a rod into him like a spear. The rod shouted into 7 shards that are scattered across the multiverse. And they seek signs of these peace locations in order to rebuild what is known as the Rod of 7 Parts. Here's the interesting thing that's put on the bottom here that's in a separate box. 5 Aarakocra within 30 feet of each other can magically summon an air elemental.
I saw that.
Each of the 5 must use its action and movement on 3 consecutive turns to perform an aerial dance and must maintain concentration while doing so. That's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
I feel like this quest should involve that.
100% yes.
Anyways, you want to say the stats?
Like all the stats? Or
Just general, like how they are.
Armor class 12, hit points 13, or 3d8, whatever you feel like doing. They have 20-foot speed and 50-foot flying speed. Let's see. Their main stat is dexterity. Next after that being wisdom. Everything else is flat zeros. They're very perceptive. They've got a +5 to that. They know Auran and Aarakocra language. Wait, they don't speak common.
Cool. Misunderstandings.
What are either of those languages? I've never... I mean, Aarakocra makes sense, but what's Auran?
I don't know.
They're challenge rating 1/4. They do have a dive attack. If they are flying and dive at least 30 feet straight toward a target and then hit it with a melee weapon, it deals an extra 3 damage. Or 1d6, depending on if you feel like rolling. They have a Talon attack, and they have a Javelin attack, and then, of course, their Summon Air Elemental group attack.
Not really a group attack.
It's a group activity.
Group activity.
And just for the funsies of
it... It's a team-building exercise.
Yeah. Just for the funsies of it, I Googled Aarakocra. Aarakocra? Bird people.
Bless you.
I Googled them just to see, like, you know, some people's fan art of these goobers. And it's such a beautiful, wide variety of any bird you can imagine as one of these. It's just like they're a bird. And it's up to you to choose what bird.
Yep. And you're going to make them evil. Or you got to make them the villains or the bad guys.
Why?
Because they're going to be summoning air elementals.
But what if...
The party needs to stop them.
Yeah, typically we make these monster spotlights where the party has to fight them.
This is a great moment where then in the middle of the fight is a ritual. And if in 3 turns they don't get up to it and stop them, then they have to deal with an air elemental.
Okay, so what if they're dealing with like a swarm? A flock.
Sure.
But, you know, swarm mentality and whatnot. And they're all like, I don't know. Oh, what's that cool bird with the split tail?
I got an idea.
Swallows. What?
So, if this is like, and I know you love steampunk.
You do?
If this is like a steampunk environment, in a town or a city or anything like that, their main source of power that powers entire cities and everyone is like relies on is one of those shards that in the lore that they're always after.
Okay.
In which then they want, obviously, but the party will know if they take it. What happens if this is like a floating city or like an airship that a lot of people rely on? And if they take it, it's going to lose power and then they're all going to die. So you have to defend against this.
I am 100% on board with this because there is the Eberron Rising of the Last War there's a new version of it now. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the 5.5 rules. They reprinted the book.
Okay.
And that's essentially steampunk.
Yeah, I
But
know.
like magic steampunk.
We did a campaign in that.
I know, I'm saying that for the listeners.
I thought we explained that during your campaign.
We could have new listeners.
You know what? Fair enough.
And so this could totally take place in that environment. And I absolutely love the concept of a floating city. And
it's done
that
a
piece
lot.
of the rod being what's powering it. My brain instantly thought of Castle in the Sky.
Okay.
Yeah, so that kind of like flying castle type situation. But it's like there's a whole city around it as well. And yeah, that would...
I bet if like, okay, if we want to make this a little bit more steampunky and all that stuff, it could be like the original, like very closer to Castle in the Sky,
Mhm.
but then like along the rocks on the bottom and the sides is tacked on like steampunk buildings. So it
Yeah.
very much looks like it's just like, have you ever seen like when a swarm of bees is on top of like something that's not their hive and you just see that ball kind of thing of darken
Yeah.
and moves? Like it's like that, but buildings on the side of the rock, the floating rock.
Well, see, I wasn't thinking of it as a floating rock. I was just thinking of it as a floating entity like the Castle in the Sky, but 100% man-made.
Oh, you meant that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that works too. Sorry, when you said Castle in the Sky, I was just
I
thinking
know.
like
I realize I did that, but no, I'm just thinking like, a floating castle, kind of like this other thing I know of. No, okay.
I mean,
different.
there's a lot of air cities in lots of different media.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Like,
different
it's not
reference
just-
point I could pull is Steam Boy, the flying castle in that.
Don't know that one.
Good movie. Highly recommend it. Not
But
Ghibli.
it's a floating city. That's
Yes.
all we need to focus on.
Mhm.
And so the party would be up there. Okay, so how are we going to structure this? Like, one, the party has to be in the city and all that stuff.
Yeah.
How are they going to be pulled into this situation? Of
Maybe.
how did the people find out that Aarakocra wants this, and how did they find out now there's going to be a huge wave and it's calling all defenses or whatever? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How are we conveying this problem to the players?
Okay, are they starting in the city? Is this the beginning of your campaign?
If we do a swarm or flock of them, I feel like this probably could be better for like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Because like if we got also taking account if they fail
Yeah.
and an air elemental gets summoned,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to have to deal with that.
Right.
So that's why I'm meaning like probably around that level.
Well, you could also build in like a fact that like if the air elemental gets summoned, that just basically guarantees that they're taking this rod and it starts attacking the city and distracts all the defenders long enough for one of them to sneak in and snatch the
Okay,
rod.
so that will be the automatic lose condition.
Yeah.
Okay. So we could do it sooner then, like
Mhm.
lower level.
And that could be a
Oh,
really
what happen-
epic opening to a
What
campaign.
happens if like this is a special one or it requires more than 5 of them,
Yeah.
but an air elemental that's like a tornado, like the much bigger version of a air elemental.
So basically one of the Titans.
I also did think about that tie-in from the Hercules movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
But basically that. Maybe
Yeah. So basically
okay.
it's a one-shot like summons, like Final Fantasy summon, to then just like tear up all the buildings so that they can find it because they know it's somewhere in here.
How about it's 5 groups of 5? Maybe 3 groups of 5.
But it's still one. It's
And
just one
they're
summoning circle.
Each summoning an air elemental that they will then merge together into one large air elemental. And however many of those you manage to disrupt, you weaken that final elemental.
Okay, but I thought you were saying that if elementals get summoned, it's an automatic loss.
Basically. But
Well,
how bad is
it? If it's an automatic loss, then the whole weakening thing is there's no point in the weakening thing.
Well, okay. If you're at a higher level, you can do, like, maybe that's not the end all. But if they're a low enough level, an air elemental is just going to take them out.
Yes, but I think it's really we need to set this up. Is
Okay.
it a automatic loss of the huge tornado thing, or
Yeah,
is it
I
going
think-
to be a elemental thing and they have to fight off if they lose such did not stop the ritual in time?
I think it would be an automatic loss if they manage to summon something that big.
Okay. So I think to really emphasize that instead of smaller groups, because that implies maybe it'll be like, oh, they're summoning 3 elementals. It's just one
Yeah.
giant circle ritual of like, let's say 35 of them,
Okay.
And it's just like, they have to be instructed like, oh, this is what's happening. You need to stop them before they could do it.
Mm-hmm.
And let's like, we could even like set it to a point where it's like, it doesn't have to be 3 turns. It has to be longer because it's a greater thing.
Right. Yeah, it takes them, I don't know, 10 turns.
Or
That's a lot.
Or 10 minutes. And
Yeah.
it's like, you got to incorporate time of them running up and getting to them and all that.
Right. And they're probably doing this out in the air too. So
Yes.
it's not that easy to get to them.
No. So I think we also need, like, go back to what I said before. How are we presenting this problem initially for players?
Maybe as they're going about their daily lives, like you can sort of like role play them interacting with the city and living there if they do, or visiting there if they are. And
Let's
they
say-
start seeing.
Let's just go on the safer side and say, and DMs could always change this up.
Yes.
Let's just do the safe side of adventurers being adventurers. That means that they're visiting the town. They're not from there. They're
Okay.
just, came to this town for another reason or whatever.
Yeah. Something brought them here.
Yes. Let's always just assume they're visitors because they're adventurers and the adventurers adventure around.
Okay. So maybe as they're going about their daily lives, they start seeing more Aarakocra. And some of them are doing things that could be considered shifty, shady. Like they'd be like, just watching people, watching guards, trying not to be seen, that kind of thing.
I was thinking the opposite, sort of, where it could be where whatever I want to say town hall, but like the governor's office or whatever.
Yeah.
Where you see what would be like a delegation or like, diplomats coming in. It's like, we want this.
Okay.
And let's just do a little bit of homebrew. They know common.
Okay.
And it's like demanding this piece of Aarakocran history, something like that. Because it is a part of their beliefs and their history.
Right.
Where obviously the governor or whatever could be like, no, we need this. We rely on the technology, all that stuff. This is how you splurt out when you role play with yourself in front of your party, DM. Every DM loves that.
Yeah.
And so then you kind of allow that splurb where it's like, we need this or else this place is going to crash. And then, the Aarakocran delegates could be like, we don't care. This is ours. This is rightfully ours.
Yeah.
And you can
figure
see
it
them-
out.
You could actually probably play this out where it's like the Aarakocrans are going to get more aggressive
Yeah.
to the point where then they actually do attack.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to obviously lose, but then
Right.
half of them are going to fled away, like hurt or anything like that, fly away, And then that's going to show a sign of like, oh, they might be back. They were that aggressive and all that stuff. They're going to be back with even more numbers, or hey, this doesn't look good that we killed a delegate even if they attack first, so this might mean war.
Yeah.
So it really implies like major conflict going to probably happen.
And you can even have them like all be from the same, I guess, tribe, in that they're all the same type of bird, or you can have it be multiple different
That
types all working together,
that will
and
be
that's
up to
not
the DM.
as commonly seen. Usually they stick to, the same origin, I guess. I don't know what to call it. I could see that being a thing.
That's a flavor that the DM could choose.
Yeah.
It doesn't really change the narrative of this story. So
Mhm.
I think both could work, where it's that standard like James Cameron's Avatar where he brings together all the different tribes.
Yeah.
They did 2 movies back to back.
But that's how that story goes. Gotta
It's
bring the
become-
tribes together.
It is becoming stale, I swear.
Yeah, but blue people.
No? It's a pretty movie. That's it. There's
It is
nothing
pretty.
good about it besides that.
I like the wildlife.
Again, pretty movie.
Yep,
That's it.
the only reason I'm there is all the cool wildlife they come up with.
It's like watching an action movie. Explosions, cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And stunts.
So then if we go with that,
Mhm.
do you want to come with the name of the leader of the city? The one who
Leader
turned away
of-
the delegate?
Yes. One moment. Must load my thinger-dinger. That's an interesting name. Gurniwaz.
Gurniwas?
No, Gurniwas.
Gurniwas.
Gurniwaz.
I don't know why, but I'm picturing like a mayor bullywog with that name.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's like that Mr. Toad, that like
Yeah.
look. That's what I'm picturing with that name.
And that's listed as a first name on here, by the way.
Gillywog?
Gurniwas.
Gurniwas.
Bullywog Gurniwas.
Yeah, I just combined those two. Gurniwas. Okay. The mayor will then like say that to the party. It's like, or is it like the party's gonna see that, go about their day, and then later hear like the city calling for volunteers for a defense of the city, and then maybe the party will be able to put two and two together.
Probably. They might, you could have like a couple of different scenes where they see sort of interactions like that. One of them can be just flat up that interaction, and other ones can be, I don't know, Aarakocra in the city causing problems. And maybe they'll get a quest from their adventuring company, or there'll be a quest on the quest board. Da-da.
Well, I think if they send a diplomat or anything like that, actually no, now that I'm saying this out loud, I was gonna initially say if they are kind of formal like that and then half of the party gets killed when being sent out for diplomacy,
right,
then it wouldn't be okay, then we'll just wait a while. And it's like, no, you send the entire force. But then again, as I was saying that, I realized your point about like small harassments, that is guerrilla warfare. I realized in the beginning of me saying that, I'm just like, oh no, that is an actual like warfare tactic.
Yeah, no, they're starting to cause problems around the city. They're starting to disrupt the population.
What happens if it's just these small guerrilla tactics is not disturbing the population, it's to attack airships because they know that these people don't fly.
Right, and so if they essentially
take out their defenses.
What's the term when they like block all the ports and stuff?
Blockade.
They're essentially blockading the city, not allowing them to trade with the outside world.
It's not a blockade if it's just guerrilla. I'm imagining not a blockade where they're not allowing any ships to leave. I was imagining like Pearl Harbor. You attack the ship so that they don't have a force.
Gotcha. Yeah, that too.
I was imagining that where it's just like we go in, we burn a couple of ships or we destroy a few ships, get out, and then 6 hours later come back in to target more ships. So that when the main force comes in, they don't really have anything to stand on to fight us when we come in.
I'm on board with that.
Okay. This is real like tactical warfare.
We just made up fantasy Pearl Harbor.
I hate that you say that. That sounds really bad.
I mean, it's been long enough. It's not too soon.
Okay, do you want the Aarakocra to scream something that's equivalent to Tora, Tora, Tora?
No.
Cool. Because that is what, history lesson for people out there, that is what the suicide bombers from Japan would scream out when they dove into the boats of the U.S. Navy.
That's interesting, because Tora just means tiger.
It's their battle cry.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe
there's also a movie called Tora, Tora, Tora that was about it and all that stuff.
Okay. That's interesting. I was thinking, like, we need to name the air quotes harbor
that the
they
city
destroy. Is it the entire city, or is there an actual airship harbor?
Well, I imagine if there's a floating city, all sides are ports.
Yeah, but I feel like a specific section of it could be reserved for the military.
There could be, yes. But do you think the Aarakocra would be able to differentiate?
I feel like they
maybe
could, because you could see the military-sized airships and stuff. And they would have to have some sort of like iconography or something so other airships don't try to dock there.
Okay, yeah. If you want to have the Aarakocra target that, or maybe they have two military ports, like one on opposite side.
Yeah, that could work too.
And it's just like they would just target that mostly.
Yeah, because then if the party has their own airship,
or they start targeting civilian ones because it's used as a great distraction.
That too. I was saying though, if the party has their own airship, then when the call goes out for assistance, they could be calling civilians into military service. to use anyone who has an airship
Yes.
needs to help out in this endeavor.
Okay, so then are we turning this combat into an airship combat where then people like Aarakocra land on the player's ship and then you have combat there as they're flying towards the ritual?
Yes. I was also thinking, like, the way we can make sure our party is in this is give them a quest to guard a cargo ship or a
They're acting as
civilian
caravan
ship.
guards.
Yeah, they're acting as caravan guards. And so this ship is just about to take off when all heck breaks loose.
As if they don't volunteer.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, this is before the volunteer call goes out. Because then while they're on that ship,
I think that's a good just
over the
backup
radio,
plan.
it's just like, you've now been, you're in this army now. You have to do something.
Okay, I think that's a good backup plan.
Yeah.
Of if they volunteer, then their ship will be a part of it and all
Okay.
that stuff, and is deemed, hey, you guys need to stick back because being out in the open is too dangerous for any merchant and all that stuff.
Right.
And then they can volunteer. If they don't volunteer, then it could be a case of as they're leaving, that's when they come in which then they're going to be attacked regardless and kind of pulls them into this conflict.
Right.
But
So
the
they're a
problem
part of this
is
now.
they'll probably, and it's up to the player, so
Yeah.
this might be a consequence. It might be a case of they just try to survive and then escape the fight.
And if
then
they do-
the ritual is going to happen, the city's going to fall, and that's
Yeah,
the
if they do, they'll
consequences of
see that
action.
city fall.
Yes. And that's their choice.
Mm-hmm.
So don't feel guilty.
But they will know the reason. They will know what the
Yeah.
Aarakocra were there for.
Yes, and that's why that whole scene.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have pretty much a quest flushed out.
Yeah.
Like we have a beginning, middle, end on this front.
Pretty much.
There's going to be a scene. Aarakocra want a piece of their shard that powers the city to actually enable it to stay in the air this entire time.
Yep.
That's an endless source of power. The governing body says no. There's a little bludgeon,
Just a little bit.
just a
of
wee bit. We're going to downplay it. The other half that's injured is going to run away.
Yep.
Then it's going to be, looks real bad. There's going to be a war, huge raiding party,
Mm-hmm.
or an entire army force. If the players volunteer, they will be told about the ritual and all that stuff. Or it might be a change of plans. They're conducting this. We need to stop it kind of thing in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
If they don't, then they're going to be pulled in anyways by timing. And whatever they do, it's their reaction. If they succeed, then it's all good. If it fails, the city is falling. And hopefully the players don't die if they're on... Actually, they'll be in the airship, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Yeah, we won't kill the players.
Yet.
Anyways, if you put this in your campaign, let us know. I want to know if the city falls. That's what I care about.
Mm.
I just realized the players could convince it'll be an extremely hard roll. Convince the city's like, hey, land the city and give them their shard.
Yeah, no, that's an outcome.
But I'm most likely no one's ever going to go that.
No.
If they do, let us know down in the comments of this YouTube video on X at QuestPortPod or on Blue Sky at QuestPort. If you have a favorite monster, and we could compile fan favorite monsters of any system. We don't have to just do 5th edition.
Yeah.
You can let us know on any of those sites. Like I said, we do have YouTube, and we're on most podcasting platforms, so you get to pick your poison. We enjoy you listening to us on anything that you want. I'm glad you're listening to our episodes.
Yeah.
I think with that, I wish you all a good night.
And happy questing.